This 17 News at Noon podcast is brought to you by Clinica Sierra Vista.
Welcome back to the 17 News at Noon podcast, where we share your news on your schedule.
And good day, I am Elena Rusk. And in your court watch, Matthew Queen has been sentenced to life in prison in the Bakersfield 3 case. Queen admitted to cutting up the body of Michael Holsenbake and scattering the remains across Kern County. But he claims his ex-girlfriend, Bailey Despot, was the one who killed Holsenbake, both of whom are members of the so-called Bakersfield 3 after going missing in 2018. But a jury last month decided there was enough evidence to support a conviction against Queen of second-degree murder, as well as kidnapping and assault charges filed in connection with separate incidents. Despite the allegations against him, in court this morning, Queen, with his voice wavering, apologized to Holsenbake's parents. Following that statement, Queen was sentenced to 30 years to life plus 56 years. That is at least 86 years in prison for the 45-year-old convicted killer. Holsenbake's mom delivered a tearful statement in court and spoke about the sentence to KGT afterward.
We said it in our statement. There's no joy in it. There's no beauty in any of it. This is not a good outcome. This is just another what is good about it is that the next family won't have to do this with this person again. And so that was our primary concern, was the safety of the neighborhoods where we knew he lived, and the people that he was around, and the people that he knew, family members that he knew. And so we were, that was our concern from the very beginning, was protecting other people. Mike is already gone, but other people need to be protected from him.
Now 17's Maddie Jensen will have much more on the reactions from the courtroom tonight on 17 News at 5. All right, gas prices hitting another record high. According to AAA today, the national average for a gallon of regular gas is now $4.91. That is a 5-cent jump from yesterday. On this date last year, we were paying an average of $3.05 per gallon, not close to $5. So let's take a now look at the current gas prices here. California residents obviously feeling the biggest pinch at the pump across the country, with an average price today of $6.37 a gallon. Here in Kern County, our average now $6.27. So of course, our website will help you find the lowest prices in the Bakersfield area thanks to GasBuddy.com. Right now, that lowest price, $5.65 at the On-the-Go food store on River Boulevard in Northeast Bakersfield. But those prices do change often, so find the lowest price at a station near you at kget.com. Making headlines around the state, at least one person has died and several others injured while climbing Mount Shasta. The person killed while climbing was a woman who served as a guide with the Mount Shasta Avalanche Center. Officials say she was tethered to a young couple she was guiding up the mountain when one of the climbers lost their footing, causing the others to fall. At least 4 climbers were taken by helicopter to a nearby hospital with severe injuries. Conditions were reportedly poor as snow fell on Sunday and turned to ice overnight. And authorities say the body of a Southern California man who had been missing since last month was found in a remote section of Death Valley National Park. The National Park Service says 69-year-old John McCary of Long Beach last contacted a family member by text message from the US 395 community of Olancha, saying he was heading to the desert park. His vehicle was found by park rangers in Panamint Valley on May 31st, and an air and ground search located his body about a quarter mile away. But in some lighter news, the popular trail to the 49 Palms Oasis in Joshua Tree National Park has been temporarily closed, but it's for a good thing. It's so that bighorn sheep can have undisturbed access to the water there. The National Park Service says the park is under extreme drought conditions, and herds in the area are increasingly reliant on the oasis spring to survive these hot summer months. The closure will remain in effect until summer monsoons will provide enough rainfall to increase the availability of water.
Hello, this is Tim Callahan with Clinica Sierra Vista, and we're excited to unveil the Community Health Center of the Future, our comprehensive care center. It's located right across the street from Memorial Hospital. We have every service under one roof, from family medicine, OB/GYN care, dental services for adults and children, behavioral health, and much more. So find your way to better care at Clinica Sierra Vista this year at our comprehensive care center. Visit our website, clinicasierravista.org, for the latest on this project. We'll see you soon.
Yesterday, Apple announced the new iOS 16 update for its iPhone products, which will allow people to edit a sent iMessage. You'll even have the ability to unsend that message. Some people praising the new feature, while others are saying it removes the evidence of bad behavior. Regardless, you still have to be careful. If you are sending a text message to an Android user, you're stuck with whatever you send. The iPhone's next operating system is due out this fall and will also look to revamp the look of the device's lock screen and make mostly minor improvements to the current software. Well, now to the coronavirus, as the U.S. has reached another milestone in the number of COVID-19 cases. According to the latest NBC News tally, the United States has surpassed 85 million positive cases of the virus since tracking began. Well over 1 million deaths have been reported so far. So let's take a look at the latest COVID-19 case numbers here in Kern County, as Public Health updated their dashboard this morning to show a staggering 1,139 new positive cases, but no new deaths. State data shows we have 41 patients hospitalized in Kern County with the virus, and 6 are listed in intensive care units. Meanwhile, the fight to save lives continues. An FDA advisory committee is meeting today to discuss the benefits and risks of the new Novavax COVID-19 vaccine. The company is hoping to find a niche among some of those millions who are unvaccinated who might agree to a more traditional kind of shot in a protein vaccine, which has been used for years to prevent illnesses like hepatitis B, shingles, and other diseases. It's a very different approach than the current mRNA vaccines from Pfizer and Moderna. Novavax also aims to become a top choice for boosters, regardless of which type people got first. Only about half of vaccinated adults have gotten their booster. The Novavax vaccine is currently being used in parts of Europe and other countries, but FDA clearance is a key hurdle here in the U.S. All right, now to your 17 Health Watch. The CDC raising its monkeypox alert level, recommending travelers once again wear masks, while also saying the risk to the general public remains low. As of yesterday afternoon, the CDC was reporting 31 confirmed cases, with 6 of those here in California. Globally, more than 1,000 confirmed and suspected monkeypox cases have been reported from 29 countries. Monkeypox is a rare but potentially serious viral illness usually found in West and Central Africa. Health officials say you can get it through skin-to-skin contact, particularly if there's an open sore, but you can also get it by the respiratory route. Common symptoms include fever, aches, and of course rashes all over the body. The CDC now urging travelers to avoid close contact with sick people, contact with dead or live wild animals such as small mammals. They say you should avoid eating meat that comes from wild game, or using products that come from wild animals from Africa, such as creams, powders, lotions, and last, avoid contact with contaminated materials. The city of Bakersfield is taking steps to establish a general plan for the next 20 years. It's called Bakersfield 2045 RISE, and it's an effort to establish a new general plan, which is essentially the building blocks for our city. The blueprint includes topics like community growth, housing, transportation, quality of life. But in order for it to be effective, they say you need to get involved. So they're hosting workshops, and the next one is happening online tonight at 6 p.m. You can get the Zoom link on their website, bakersfield2045.com. And just a reminder, of course, 17 News, your local election headquarters, and we will be working through the night to bring you the latest election news and results. Our coverage continues tonight at 5 p.m. right here on 17 News, and of course, everything you need to know 24/7 on KGET.com.
The 17 News at Noon podcast is a production of KGET and Nexstar Media Group. For more on all of the headlines in today's show, head to KGET.com.